welcome back. The program is the Afia Morning Show. Of course, we're reaching you from Enugu, Nigeria. Now we discuss fighting social vices through the Igbo Global Icon Awards that will be coming up at the Enugu International Conference Center in November. We're joined now by the Chairman, Board of Directors, Igbo Global Icon Awards, Ambassador Nnabueze Louis. Yet again, second comment this week, Ambassador.
My pleasure.
How did you become an ambassador? Let's start from there.
Okay, I have two series of ambassadors. The first one, which I uphold, was given to me by Buy Niger. Buy Niger is a parastatal under Ministry of Industry, Trade and Commerce. So they gave it to me on 2 years ago, yes, in Abuja, because of what I put out there, how I sell Nigeria, what I have been doing over the years. So they pinpointed me, called me to Abuja, and bestowed on me the ambassador of Buy Niger, which is I represent Nigeria anywhere I go because of the things I do.
All right, congratulations to that. Happy belated congratulations, if we can say that. Okay, so now the Igbo Global Icon Awards. Update us so far. What has changed? What has been added? Any dates yet? I'll continue to ask you about these dates.
Yes. It's a serious thing you have to be asking because very soon you will see the adverts and all the flyers and everything will be out there.
Any billboards?
Yes, of course. And again, I want to thank Igbos in London, in Ireland, in Germany, in Turkey, in Dubai, in all the different countries of the world. They reached out to me talking about we have normally Igbo kings representing Igbos in all these countries. So they are stakeholders, they are kings. They staged the meeting and they invited me on the WhatsApp and I have to talk with them, ranging about stakeholders all over the world. And I thank them for their support and they are taking this Igbo Global Icon Awards seriously. And that is so far we have gone just within the few days I have been here. So we are now reaching out to the whole Igbos in all the world. So they are now aware of Igbo Global Icon Awards.
Make us aware yet again of the Igbo Global Icon Awards. Tell us about it, what it signifies, what should we be looking forward to come November?
Okay, Igbo Global Icon Award was designed to promote morals, two, the dignity, the hard work of every Igbo human being in their various professions. That is why we created this Igbo Global Icon Awards. And in a symbolic manner, we have W representing the Igbo Global Icon Award, which means at the tail end of the left-hand side, we are celebrating those who have made it in life in their various professions. At the middle of the W, we have the middle class, the middle Igbo people who are still putting out something there to make sure that Igbo people stand straight. Then at the right-hand side here, we have the younger generation. Yes, who are looking up to the left-hand side, the far left-hand side. That is why we call it the W. And all these things represent something. I will get to that when you ask me a question about how the Igbo Global Icon Awards will curb the crime and the social vices in the society.
Before we get there, though, how does this aim to promote the Igbo excellence globally?
Okay. For decades now, we have not had the opportunity of celebrating Igbos all over the world. They will just be there. You hear that one Igbo guy is doing something here, he's this, that, blah, blah, blah. You'll be hearing all sorts of stories that needs to be applauded. Why me and you that are here in the Nigeria community, we don't even know the guy. We only see them on social media and flip, they will go. Now we want to identify them, celebrate their excellence. Identify with them and show them that yes, this is their roots. They still remember their roots, so they should come back. Let us celebrate with them and also bestow to them the ambassadorship of Igbo Global Icon Award, because we'll be given ambassadorial positions tapped from the Igbo Global Icon Awards. So we have designed that already. So if you are an Igbo guy, Igbo man, woman, doing anything in all kinds of the country, just identify with us, come back. We'll give you the honor and also give you an ambassador to represent Igbo people wherever you are in the country.
All right, so now let me ask you that question that you preempted a while ago.
Okay.
Fighting social vices through the Igbo Global Icon Awards. What's the relationship? How does it work? How can we talk about social vices and the Igbo Global Icon Awards?
Okay, there are two ways about it. One, in a movie, the way we started watching foreign movies, we'll see they create problem. The next few minutes, you will see solution, trying to touch that problem. But here in Nigeria, we only create problem. I'm talking about now Nollywood. We create the problem, and the problem will linger till the end of the story. Everybody will cry. That's called tragedy movie. But me and my committee, what we are doing now, we identify the problem, which I'm going to tell you now. The problem is when a child is growing from a family, there is this tendency of the parents seeing a sinister pattern from the child, and they tend to overlook it, ignore it, and say, don't worry, he will grow over it. No, he doesn't grow over what you did not correct. He cannot overgrow what you did not correct at that time, because from the age of 5, 6, 7, 8 is when you need to correct any child. They will now overlook that correction because they are overly, engaged. They are running from one system to the other to make sure that they put food on the table. When you finish putting that food on the table and the child is spoiled, your energy, your stress becomes a waste. So it's better when you are putting food on the table, create a little time to correct the child at the time he needs correction or she needs correction. The second part of it is that the kind of movies your children watch, you should be interested in it. These days, our parents, they put their child in a boarding school. They don't even know how the child grows. End of the term, they will go and bring back the child. And the child will remain like an altar boy, a massava in their presence. But they doesn't know the character of that children outside. So the children are being grown up, nurtured by the community, by the peer group, by who they meet outside. Starting with the kind of movies you allow them to watch. If you allow them to watch all this violent kind of movie, if they go back to the school, they want to engage in violence. Engaging in violence, that is what trails the rail for them to now, when they enter university, they want to be in the midst of that violence, trying to be, identifying one cultism or the other. That is when we will start talking about crime. And the Nigerian Correctional Services and the police, they are not doing enough. They should create the Department of public awareness where they will be going to schools, secondary schools, universities, giving them reorientation about what you will do and you find yourself in the prison. What you will do, you will commit a crime. Nobody is talking about that. They are just there doing their work.
One of the biggest motivations for such antisocial vices is anger. A lot of people are in prison today, not because they are not good people, not because they were not ordinary human beings, but because they got angry and they let the anger get out of hand.
Just a few seconds.
Now, let me tell you something about that anger. A child is growing up from the age of 3, 4, 5. You as a mother, you as a father, you are looking at that child. You give that child something and give the other child something. The other child will angrily go and collect that thing from the other child. Instead of you to correct that child at that spot in time, you allow it. You say, Junior, stop that. He will be growing with that anger of a thing. And when he grows up, he will replicate it in secondary school, form his gang from secondary school to the university. That is when he becomes Lodi of all this cultism and all that.
You talked about Junior, stop that. What should the mother have done at that point in time?
You will not like what I want to say, but I will have to say it. Mothers have been doing fathers a lot of things these days. And we, the fathers, I think God, we are identifying those things. A child will commit something. Instead of the mother to correct that child, the mother will say, don't worry. When your daddy comes back, he will deal with you. What happens if the mother deals with him? They will now leave everything for the father. When the father comes back, the father will now look like a bully that corrects and, met all kind of violence to the child. Why you, as a mother who is there to correct that child at the spot, even if in a soft manner, correct that child, the child will pick correction. Now, coming to what we, the Igbo Global Icon Award, can do in curbing the crime and reducing the social violence in the community. We have designed a month outreach to get across all the secondary schools, universities, starting from October prior to November. So we will go like those days I was in secondary school. There is one man they call Dr. Kenketas. If I mention his name now, some people who were Dr. Kenketas, he comes to secondary schools those days. He will tell you, if you do this thing, you will impregnate a child. And you as a child, if you get pregnant, your parents will send you to the village. He will detail all the feature to you. So you avoid those kind of things that will get you into that kind of trouble. That is kind of campaign we at the Igbo Global Icon Award will start doing from October. So we'll go to secondary schools, to universities, and tell them those things that you will do, and you get yourself behind bars. Tell them those things that you will do, you get yourself hanged up. So they should avoid it. Those that are doing it, please stop. We cannot stop the ones who are already on the field doing the violence.
Why did you say on the field? As if that's some kind of lucrative duty. On the field, I just on the lighter
because
note.
they have overgrown what we can.
So now they're on
it's
the
not
field.
left for the Nigerian police.
And they're on the field at large.
Society. Can you overgrow society?
They cannot overgrow the society, but at least
nobody's above the law.
Nobody's above the law. The police is there to.
So what is the involvement of the Enugu state government in this monumental event coming up in the next few months? How involved is the state government? We saw what happened with the Enugu Tech Fest and how it blew up. I mean, I was surprised at the magnitude of that event. Are we seeing a similar effort, similar collaboration between this event, you as the organizer, and the state government?
You are just limiting it to Enugu state government. Not the Enugu state government alone. We are going to visit the whole Southeast governors. With time, we'll get to their offices and you'll see pictures and videos of them endorsing it. That is what we are doing. Already, Enugu state government, through the Ministry of Culture and Tourism, is already with us. So that one is a mark already. But we are getting involved with all the state governors, all the eastern state governors, because this is their thing. So they should be involved. They should get involved rightly from the spot. So it's not limited to Enugu state government. Remember, if we do it in Enugu this year, they say we might go to Abia. Next 2 years, Ebonyi State will be rotating it because Enugu Southeast is, we have 5 Southeast Eastern zones. So we don't limit it to Enugu State or what Enugu State government can do for us alone. We are looking at the whole state, Eastern State governors. That is what we are looking at.
Obviously, talking about the Global Award and curtailing social vices, how are you ensuring to pick the awardees that could serve as role model to the next generation with their stories?
Okay. We have, when you come to sports, we have people like Choma Ajongwadem, and we have those that are above them as well. We are going to line them up. When it comes to movies, we know them, we'll still line them up. When it comes to political leadership, we'll still line them up. So once we finish lining them up, and with the help of professors that we are now being in touch with, that will sit down on the round table with us to select those who deserve to be given this award, we will fish out those that we will celebrate, either dead or alive, we don't care. All we need, let us celebrate that name, bring out his history, how he started, so that people and younger generation can emulate from how these people get to be there and to be celebrated. You know, what we tend to forget easily is that once you try something, it doesn't work, you go. What happens to trying and trying and trying and trying? We are all using social media today. Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, he tried 61 solid projects before this Facebook clicked. And by the time, he only have 2 or 3, 4 friends who are solidly behind him when the Facebook clicked. So what happens for you trying to get it there, persistently, you will get there. But what we are trained, this generation, if you try one thing or the second thing and it doesn't work, you say, Obola Kalaka. Who told you it's not Obola Kalaka? You continue trying until you get it right.
Solidly behind you, I want to find out what or how this award ceremony is going to sift out the real metal from the chaff. How do you ensure that the people you are giving these awards are actually the real McCoy? How do you make sure they are the real people that deserve those awards? Because you talked about deserving behavior.
Yes.
How do you ensure you're not giving it to the charlatans?
Yes. Before we give you an award, this is Igbo Global Icon Awards, and you should stand by the straightness of its name. We should stand erect, not bending corners or bending anything to serve or to accommodate somebody.
While you're even on the field.
I don't care. We must do it right. So anybody that we want to give award, we'll make sure that that person have product. If he doesn't have product, he has legacy of why we are giving that person this award. It's not just anybody that comes through the window who honor. No. We must see your track record. We must see your history. We must see people you have helped. It's not just by audio helping. I have helped 2,000 people, 5,000. No, we must see them detailed.
What is the one thing that could make someone ineligible for this award? What is that one offense possibly committed on the field that could keep the person away from this award?
You know, some big men, they will have money and they will lock you up for just insulting them or talking to them anyhow or trying to express your view about them. If you go to prisons today, you see many people inside prison because of they just said one thing. This man, what you did is not good. Or they came for a town hall meeting. Somebody will just stand up and say, I don't like what you did to so family. The person will be picked up and locked up. They will throw away the key. Nobody will know about them. We have more than 500 people like that, like this kind of cases in the correctional services. So once we have such trace about you, even if it means that you are the one producing this television, we are not going to honor you.
Sorry, just on a lighter note. So if Burna Boy were Igbo, he would not be eligible for the award.
We will still look at him.
I'm talking about Speed Darlington. All right, that's a great way to end. Thank you so much for joining the show today. And we wish you the best of luck. We hope next time you have the dates for us so that we can start to talk about that. Thank you.
We pray that, yeah.
Once again, on that note, to draw the curtains on today's edition of the Afia Morning Show. More content comes your way on Afia TV. Up next is the Business Morning with Marvelous Apwamaga. Until then, I remain Nathali Uku.
And I remain Oji Nwachuku. Have a splendid day. Bye for now.